Alright guys, want to talk just a little bit with you about annotated bibliographies and the research précis and those things that we're doing so that you have an idea of what we're expecting here in EDD 811 and what we're going towards. So first of all, we can ask the question, why annotated bibliographies? Why is it that we do them? Well, really, when you're doing a research project and you are going through just these mountains and mountains of articles, the real reason we do an annotated bibliography is they help us know what we have. If we have just these pages and pages and pages and pages of references, what is all that stuff? However, an annotated bibliography where we have a reference and then something telling us about that article, that is just so much better for us to be able to go back and find information. So what do they tell us? Well, more than just a list of the articles and a summary, right? You want more than just a summary. They should tell us something about the relevance of the article, its accuracy, or the quality of the sources that are there. We should be able to look back over what we have annotated about the article and tell something there about the annotated bibliography or about the article that we're annotating. Now, beyond that, however, beyond an annotated bibliography, normally when you write an annotated bibliography, it's just that reference in 2 or 3 sentences. I am having you do something beyond that for this class because I'm trying to help you with your scholarly writing and moving you towards writing at that level. So for your annotations, what you're going to do is, for me, is when you annotate an article, you're going to write a research précis. Okay, well, what is a précis, right? I know that I've had the questions already. I've looked around and there's all sorts of different things that talk about what a précis is. Okay, well, what a précis is not just a summary. It's not just a summary of the article. What is it? It's a rewriting of the article. And for me, no more than 100 words. You're going to rewrite the entire article in 100 words or less. Now, that is a lot harder than it sounds. What you include are the main points and the conclusions of the research article, and what are the implications of the results obtained. Okay, so let me give you a couple of examples. Okay, this is what you don't want. Okay, this is an example and a non-example just of my dissertation. Okay, we have an accurate APA reference right there at the top. Now, let's read through what I do not want. Now pay attention as I read, because you're going to hear this, and this is 96 words, and you're going to think, well, geez, that sounds great. But just stick with me here. It says, this article talks about the effect of advanced organizers in reducing computer anxiety in pre-service teachers in an introductory technology course. The author hypothesized that pre-service teachers who were taught with appropriate advanced organizers would demonstrate a larger reduction in anxiety and higher performance scores than pre-service teachers who do not receive these organizers. The author reported a statistically significant relationship between group and teacher on the participants' anxiety scores. In addition, there were 12 students from the group receiving the advanced organizer specifically who identified the treatment as something that specifically helped reduce their anxiety. Okay? It's under 100 words. It summarizes the whole article, but that is not a very well written précis. Okay? This is more like what you want. Same reference, but listen to the difference in tone. Listen to how this is basically a direct rewrite of the article. The purpose of this study was to investigate the effect of advanced organizers in reducing computer anxiety in pre-service teachers in an introductory technology course. It was hypothesized that pre-service teachers who were given appropriate advanced organizers would demonstrate a larger reduction in anxiety and higher performance scores than pre-service teachers who did not receive these organizers. Results indicate a statistically significant relationship between group and teacher on the participants' anxiety scores. In addition, 12 students from the group receiving the advanced organizer identified the treatment as something that specifically helped reduce their anxiety. Now, I recognize the fact that right there I have specifically in there twice. To be honest with you, I'm just kind of too lazy to go back and change that. So, but hopefully you noted the difference in the tone. This one was very direct, almost read like an abstract or something of that nature to the entire article, but it was me summing it up in less than 100 words. Now, if you need to go back and look at those two again, I've got this example, the good example, posted on Blackboard, and you should be able to see it there. So you've got a bad example, you've got a good example. So the question now, what to do? Find your 25 articles, create a reference list in APA format, read the articles, write your précis for each article, and then begin. What I would do is begin to organize your narrative for your literature review. In other words, as you get through them, you should start seeing the flow of your overall literature review. You know, if you think back to the video that we did on literature reviews, the whole 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you should be able to start seeing those things as you go through these articles. I hope this has been helpful for you. I hope this gives you some ideas. We'll talk more about it in our Google chat. But if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. That's what we're here for. See you guys. Bye.